Yeah, right. How many of those Annabelle dolls are going to end up in a big glass jar with something else in it? That's an internet thing that I don't think any of you three get.
No, not at all.
All right. It's an Annabelle cum jar.
Oh, people are weird, man.
Welcome to the Bearhug Club, a pro wrestling podcast of positivity.
Well. Look who's starting the podcast today. Hello and welcome to the Bearhug.
Hello and welcome to the Bearhug Club podcast. My name is Garrod. I'm joined here by...
Oh, no, you don't.
Wait, hold on. I'm going to hide over here. He won't see me over here. It's fine.
Hey, what's up? The champ has arrived.
I'm not bitter.
Sorry about that, Scott.
That's all right.
Welcome to the Bearhug Club, Wednesday Night Paw.
Yes, and welcome to the GOTH CHRISTMAS SPECTACULAR. Yes, as you...
You'll flow too.
Is that what that was supposed to be?
Yeah, so
I kept holding it up while I was talking.
I thought it was a table tennis paddle.
Yeah, I was like, why has he got a light up like paddle?
So yeah, the power has gone in my house, but not in the socket, so I can't put the big light on. So Chelsea kindly let me her it lamp. Very appropriate.
I also had a power outage and my internet went out, so that might happen to me as well. So Scott, no one might win this because you might not be here.
Ours is just the fuse, and we keep turning it on and it just keeps flicking down. But like the sockets work, we just don't have hot water or big lights. So it's gonna suck to shower later.
Yeah. Is it cold where you are? Are you gonna be all right? You got
it's gotten chilly. Apparently we're expecting snow come Halloween.
Are you?
Yeah,
it's sunny. It's sunny down here.
Well, there was
genuinely
a tornado yesterday or earlier today actually in what's it called? Things are really good right now. I think we should just run over the Extinction Rebellion people in the middle of the road and just get on with it.
Exactly.
Actually,
in my big pickup truck. Earlier. Did you?
Huh? Not me.
Oh, I thought you said you nearly got run over.
No, I said one of them got run over.
Oh, Jesus, really?
Yeah.
Yeah. People are grim. But do you know what else is grim? Halloween, which is the theme of today's quiz. So... As whoever pays attention to it may know, I sadly lost the Bearhug Club Championship during the predictions that happened. I've blanked when those predictions were out of my mind because I'm still sad over it, and I'm still bitter, and I still feel like I was robbed. But that left Greg as our new champion. Sorry, he's this way. Which means... we were without a quizmaster, and the quizmaster can't quiz himself, otherwise he'd always win. So I thought I'd be gracious as the babyface of Bearhug Club, as was established. I thought I would step forward and take it upon myself to make these wonderful boys here a quiz, so that Greg could put his title on the line against the one, the only Garrod Winter.
I am one, and I am only.
Scott is an innocent boy in a nest full of bastards.
That's a really good pay-per-view title.
Yes.
An innocent boy in a nest full of bastards.
Can that be the next quiz title?
Chapter 7.
So just to check, do you guys have paper and pen?
Quick question: have we heard from Jace? Is Jace taking part, or is this a head-to-head?
Good question. I've not heard from Jace.
The less competition for me, the better. So
I mean,
we just continue.
It's
we
very
just continue
fitting,
on.
you know. You've got your current champion, you've got the former champion running the quiz. Garrod, correct me. Have you won a championship before?
Well, you see, the thing is with me is much like Hangman Adam Page of AEW fame. I am long-termly booked. Is what it's called. So, you know, when I go to family gatherings and they say, you know, how's work, or girlfriend, partner, married, and I'm just long-termly booked. There's the storyline's forming. It's just no, I haven't won it, Greg.
Oh, buddy, you know it's pretty damn sweet here at the top. I mean, Scott, I'm sure Scott would agree. Although he's a nice guy, you know.
As the babyface of the company, it was a nice short. Keep it sweet, keep it nice and short run. You know, you don't need to pull a Jace where you keep it going for months and no show like he's doing now. But you know, you know what? Fair play to Greg. It was a close contest in the end with those predictions, but in the end, we had to judge WWE on their booking, and that's a logical fallacy, really.
I basically nearly had a clean sweep on that weekend, except for that fucking Becky Lynch return.
Yeah.
And the only match I got wrong, because fuck Becky.
Fuck Becky. What do you guys think of the new Becky Lynch? The like extravagant Becky Lynch.
I'm digging it. I love that line she had a couple of weeks ago where she just turned to the audience and went, "I left my kid for you people." I was like, "Oh,
yeah,
Becky, that's good. That's heel to the max."
To me. I'm pretty sure it's like she's just channeling a McGregor type, right? But like in her look as well, and nonchalance, the way that she was just like sat a few times is like very McGregor in a fur coat at press conferences with Dana, like to his right. I like it. I just don't like how the division's being booked right now. If you would have told me a few months ago that the AEW women's division would be preferable to me, I would have told you probably not. But no, I'm way more excited now for just even the TBS championship. So
yeah. And it feels like people like Jade Cargill I'm starting to really like. I've always been a huge fan of Tay Conti, Abaddon as well. Like even like the mid card to lower mid card of women in AEW, I'm like, hell yeah.
Yeah,
there we go.
I hate that he remembers that every time.
It's going to be on a t-shirt one of these days, just a silhouette.
Yeah.
I really like
first t-shirt.
Wrestlers have when me and Scott were in the dwelling and we were like making our mock wrestling videos and things like that, you know, we came up with like stupid hand gestures, and the thought of wrestlers like backstage just going just like kind of in the mirror, just like you know, like I'm just imagining Samoa Joe just going like, "Oh, of course, I'll just do this." You know,
that is genuinely how I think the Undisputed Era's weird kind of like.
God, what? That's kind of a U. I guess that's an E. No, cross the fingers. Fuck. What if we just...
oh my god! Oh, then it looks like then you put it in front like this.
But then it's because then it's also like rock and stuff. Whoa.
I just like the idea of one of them walking in one day when they've been trying to figure out, guys, right? What does that look like? Okay. and then that, right? Oh, you did it!
I just like to think that they're all there in, say, Kyle O'Reilly's house, trying to just having a nice evening.
No, I think it's even better than that.
Then they get nice and stoned, and then they just like, but guys,
Oh.
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 I see it differently, and I see it as they're at McDonald's, and Bobby Fish has just got all of them the Happy Meal, and they're all like playing with the toys, and then maybe like Kyle like slams his fingers and he's and then that's how it happened. That's canon to me.
That is definitely how Kyle O'Reilly would sell hitting his hand on a table as well. He'd take a full-on out-the-ring bump for it. I love it.
Jace, do you have a pen and paper or a thing to write on? Perhaps big whiteboard.
Perhaps.
No, I'm old school. Pen and paper.
Yeah.
After you, Scott.
Alrighty, are we ready for the Goth Christmas Spectacular?
Ooh.
With the title on the line, let's go do some spooky quiz. Okay, so we are going to start off with the only spooky round, depending on what you find spooky, of this quiz. This is our picture round, and this is called Spooky Moments. Oh god, I love it.
I was expecting some kind of like wordplay, but it's just a spooky moment.
Nope. Scott's in charge now, baby. Right. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you a screenshot of a particularly spooky wrestling moment. 2 points are up for grabs per picture. 1 point if you tell me the WWE or AEW or TNA show, be it pay-per-view or TV show, that it took place on. And an extra bonus point for the year. There are 8 questions. Wait. Yes, there are 8 questions in this round. Are we ready?
Yeah.
Yeah, why not?
Yeah.
Time to commence spooky moment, starting with spooky moment number 1. So that's year and show.
Do I get a point for saying the Undertaker? I mean, oh god, I gave it away.
you can say the Undertaker.
That's not the Undertaker. That's Mean Mark Callis.
Okay, are we good to move on to number 2?
Hell yeah.
Number 2. So for bless the audio listeners, that's Alistair Black in front of some candles.
Just take a punt on that one.
All right.
So wait, you want like the show and the year it happened, right?
Show and the year it happened. 2 points up for grabs for each picture.
Yeah. Wait, no.
Okay, moving on to number 3. This one. Number 3. That's year and show. Pay-per-view or television?
I know the match, I just don't remember where it was.
I don't remember where it was, what year it was. I just know that
My
guy is
my
the mayor
brain
of
is so
Knoxville County.
fried. My brain is so fried that I was like, you need to write down the year. And I was like, yes, I will do it right now. And I still wrote Kane.
A good year.
Garrod, write down the year.
2008.
Write down the year, Kane.
Because whenever you see Kane, your brain immediately goes to, by God, that's got to be Kane. By God, that's got to be Kane.
What a great year, 2000 and Kane. and the famous show, Survivor Kane.
The Citizen Kane came out.
Kane of the Ring.
Yes, the great old Bible story, Cain and Mabel. That's
Did
good
you know-
wordplay. Shut up.
That was very good.
That was very good. I appreciate that.
Did you
Speaking
know,
of-
guys, did you know there was no Kane in Citizen Kane?
No.
Sorry, I don't know who's talking. Scott has left the picture.
Anyways, number 4. That's the year and the show. All right, are we good?
No.
That
I can
pic-
confidently
that picture
say I've
reminds-
got a point.
I don't even know
That
if I've
picture
got
reminds
one.
me of a sex dream I once had.
Was I in
Hell
it?
yeah.
Of course. Who doesn't have sex dreams about Greg? Or am I the weird one?
That's a good question.
I don't
if
even
you
all
get
had
the
a wet.
I got it.
I've all
IRL.
had a wet dream about Greg at some point.
Right, number 5.
Ooh.
Oh God, yeah.
Yeah, she
Yeah, that happened.
spilled her pen in her hat.
She's got the whole pen in her hat. She's got the whole.
Oh, right. Are we ready for number 6?
Yes.
Oh,
Number 6. There's a tiny little clue at the top left-hand corner.
You bastard.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out where this one was though, because they had
Oh,
a
this is
series of
horrible.
like 4 terrible ones,
Oh, fuck.
and they were all red. So
Yeah, yeah. I don't know why they tried so hard to make the red thing work.
because it's spooky.
But it was spooky when the full lights were on, when Fiend made his debut, and it was like, oh,
He's got red on him.
yeah, look, ooh,
He
blood
does.
color.
He does indeed.
All right, the next one's number 7. Here it goes. Bada bing, bada. Here it is.
Ah, bollocks! What? Yeah.
It was me, Austin.
No, it wasn't Vince.
Okay. Yeah, that one. Haha.
Marvelous. And last but not least, for the spooky moments round, number 8.
Oh, okay, I know
Oh
this one.
shit!
I can't remember any. I
remember
have
the
a
show.
brain like the ear of a seasoned boxer. Just pure cauliflower. Nothing going on up there.
Sit back, lads. The champ's got this one.
All right, are we ready to hear some answers?
Hell yeah!
Okay, so let's just get rid of this. Oh, I'm new to this. Right. Okay, so for question 1, which I'll briefly show as the Undertaker getting out of a flaming coffin, let's start with the very confident champ, Greg.
Right. I think the pay-per-view was SummerSlam, and I'm going to guess the year is 2009.
Okay, let's go down to Jace.
I've got Survivor Series 2005.
All right, now on to Garrod.
I've just mainly gone by like how does the aspect ratio look and look like shit. And I was like, fuck it, Vengeance 2003.
We have one person correct with 2 points on the board. It's Jace. This was Survivor Series 2000.
Can I explain how I remember this?
How?
This was the first pay-per-view I actually stayed up to watch. And I remember because Randy Orton had just been the sole survivor in the Raw versus SmackDown Survivor Series match. And he just come off he was still having his feud with The Undertaker from WrestleMania. And it carried on here and The Undertaker came back.
Yeah, it's such a cool moment. Watching Randy Orton's face sold it incredibly well in the clip. It's one of my favorite wrestling clips of all time, just by Randy Orton's reaction. Like, it just goes to show if you sell for someone, it makes them over. Funny that. Right, number 2, we got Aleister Black amidst some candles. doing a brooding little entrance. Let's start with Jace this time.
Jace, you muted.
I went takeover New Orleans 2018. I had no idea.
All right. How about Garrod?
I went 2017, and again, because they don't really have any names, I just said Brooklyn 3.
Fair enough, Greg.
Yeah, I took a complete punt on this as well. Take over Boston 2016.
We have one person with 1 point on the board getting it off and starting up. Garrod got the year right, 2017.
I knew the year because I was trying to figure out whether that was his debut or not.
It wasn't his debut. It was Takeover War Games of that year.
War
War Games!
War Games!
War games!
Sweet. So that's Garrod's now on the board, and now we're down to question number 3. We got Kane, an MVP on fire, but when and what? Let's go. Let's start with Garrod.
Well, you see, Scott, I see what I think are blue ropes, and using my deductive reasoning, I'm gonna say SmackDown. Hopefully, it was either SmackDown or some kind of tribute to the troops. And it was 2000 and can I see the aspect ratio again? I've written 2004. Yeah, 2004.
No, MVP wasn't in WWE in 2004.
Well, I just picked a year.
Gregory.
I went Great American Bash 07.
Nice. And Jace.
America Blue. Fuck.
I went Armageddon 2008.
Armageddon 2008. We got one person with a point on the board. Wait, Greg, what did you say again?
Great American Bash 07.
Okay, we have one person with 1 point on the board. This took place in, it's number 3, right? Armageddon 2006, which means Jace gets another point.
Fuck's sake.
Did you just go to celebrate, Greg?
Yeah.
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 I wanted to lead him
someone
on.
with 1 point. Oh, Greg, what was it you said as well? Oh, nothing. Fuck you.
All right, we're on to number 4. We've got a nice edited, strange shot of Abaddon there. But when did this take place? Let's go to Jace.
That could be off anything, so I just went double or nothing 2021.
Double or nothing 2021. Garrod.
I think it was the year, I think... I'm going to say 2018, and I'm going to say Bound for Glory.
Okay.
Was
And
it 2019? Did I fuck it?
Was it Revolution 2020?
Greg's off and running, but with the show wrong. So we got 1 point on the board. This was her debut on AEW Dynamite in the year 2020.
I thought it was earlier on, like...
I don't think
Yeah.
Abaddon's been on TNA, has she?
I thought she was Impact, wasn't she?
No, I'm sure she was on Impact.
Yeah.
I could be wrong then.
Right. Next
Sorry,
up.
we only run a wrestling podcast.
You just make it to
All-
you. Just
all of
make it till you
our,
make
like-
it. You know.
Yeah, all of our scores on this should disqualify us from doing this. Anyway, let's continue.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's like a relegation point for this. Right. Next one. I'm confident you guys all got this. It's Alexa Bliss with her face covered in tar, I guess. Garrod, when's this?
She's coming out of a big what? Hold on.
Jack in the Box.
That's the one. She's coming out of a big Jack in the Box that was like wheeled down, and I'm pretty sure it was Mania of this year because I remember it being big. I almost blocked this out, but Mania this year.
Mania this year, Greg.
It was WrestleMania 37 Night 2, 2021.
Nice.
Oh, I'm sorry I didn't give it the night, you prick.
Hey, he wanted the show, dude. It's technically.
This is what happens when you don't
The
have a
show is
baby
WrestleMania.
In two
I
parts.
also put WrestleMania of 2021.
2 points across the board for everyone.
I think I
Yay,
should have been
3
the only one with
points.
2 points there, man. You know,
I think
I'm
you
just
should
saying.
suck my dick and balls.
Champion's advantage only
you
happens
know
in the
what? I
case of
think
count
Scott
out disqualification.
I think Scott should check if it's actually day one and deduct you points.
It's not day one. Day one was a cracking show, and then the
I
open
don't
was this piece
care.
of shit.
Let's
And
move
then it
on
was
to the
downhill
next
from
one.
there.
Here's the next one. Yeah, so that's the Fiend in red lighting, looking up at the sky, all exacerbated and whatnot. Greg, when does this take place?
I'm gonna guess TLC 2019.
Okay. Jace.
Extreme Rules 2020.
And Garrod.
I'm pretty sure this was actually one of the Saudi shows. I may be way wrong, but I remember loads of like cases like that and shit just going on. And I'm probably wrong going through this, but then I was like, fuck, what Saudi? And I just Crown Jewel 2019.
Garrod, you're right to think that Crown Jewel 2019 was the exact show. Greg got the year, so he also gets a point.
The problem with me, that I remember things I don't like, and I didn't like this. My brain is just a cesspit of like, this will fuck him off at 3 a.m. in 2 months' time. Just keep it in there, and this is exactly what will come up.
Who's excited for tomorrow?
Oh,
next question, please.
Next one. It was me, Austin. Jace, when did that take place?
Honestly, my mind just went fucking blank on this. I didn't even put a show, and I put 99.
1999, but no show.
My mind just went.
Scott, bring that picture back up again.
Yeah.
Just look really closely at the microphone.
Uncanny. Garrod, when did that take place?
Raw, 99.
When did that take place?
When did that take place?
Raw, and I don't remember the year, but I will just say, was it 2000? It's probably 99, wasn't it? I'll say 2000.
2000. You going with Raw though?
Yes.
Gregory.
Raw is War 99.
Yeah, dudes across the board, apart from Garrod, who got the one.
We're giving Jace that, even though he didn't put a Raw.
Have a show.
No, I only get one.
You know what,
That's
Jace?
fair.
Jace,
That's fair. Well
hold
done.
on, Jace. I'm gonna give you a face handshake.
I'll give you a pat on the head.
I'm gonna just put my arm in your frame. There you go.
And now the audience.
There you go, buddy. Good boy.
Sportsmanship all around. I like it.
Yeah.
Okay, last but not least, for the spooky moments round, Paul Bearer shouting in cement. Nothing quite is spooky than spooky times. Garrod.
Now, would you bring it up and show me the aspect ratio again, please?
Yes, of course. There you go.
Now, you see, this is in either this. I think this has been zoomed in, actually. However, I can't remember the actual one, but there are flags in the background, so I'm going to say capital punishment. I'm going to say capital punishment, and I'm going to say 2009.
Okay, Greg.
Great American Bash 05.
Fuck.
And Jace.
I put Great American Bash 2012.
Garrod, your logic was right there, and it was so close. Jace and Greg, you got 1 point each. It was Great American Bash, but it was actually 2004 that took place.
Fuck.
2004.
Christ. See, I knew he came back in 04, but I thought he made it at least a year before they did that to him. Because I remember when that happened.
Yeah. I watched some of the rehearsal clips of this. Because I remember watching this moment as a kid and being like, I just watched a man die and I'm 5 years old or something. I was older than 5, but like, I was just like, I'm too young to comprehend this. Let's bury it to the back of my mind.
It was very much like an Anchorman moment. It's like, that escalated quickly. It did, didn't it? Undertaker just killed a guy.
All right, so that's the end of round 1. Let me just double check some scores.
You've been keeping score. Oh, hell yeah, that's way better than what I did.
I've been trying to, but probably not very well. Garrod, I believe you're on 6.
I am indeed.
Jace, I believe you're on 7.
I am indeed.
And Greg, I believe you're on 8.
I mean, I'd love to count that, but I've counted 7.
Fair enough. I did think I miscounted.
But I went with it anyway.
So we'll stick with 7. We'll stick with 7 in case I've done something stupid. Right. So that was the end of that round, and we're moving on to round number 2, which is and for all you College Humor fans among you may know this. It's a round called Actually. So I've got together a couple of facts from Wrestling Wikipedia, but something is wrong with these facts. Yet again, there are 2 points up for grabs. 1 point for pointing out which part of this fact is wrong, and a bonus point for correcting it fully. Are we clear with the rules?
Yeah.
Yes, you have to say actually.
You can. When I go round for the answers afterwards,
Oh,
I will expect
down.
you to.
Okay.
Yeah, I will expect you to say.
I thought it was a
actually.
buzz in. Actually type shit. All right, let's do it.
Yeah. Okay. It won't be a buzz in because there'll be people will be talking over each other and it'll be difficult to judge on my part. So let's go with fact number 1. Yet again, 2 points up for grabs. There's something wrong with this fact. At SummerSlam 2005, Orton defeated Chris Benoit for the World Heavyweight Championship, thus becoming the youngest world champion in WWE history at the age of 24. I'll go over that one more time. At SummerSlam 2005, Orton defeated Chris Benoit for the World Heavyweight Championship, thus becoming the youngest world champion in WWE history at the age of 24. Let me know when you guys are ready to go. Just give me a big old fat thumbs up. Yeah, Jace is in. Garrod's in.
I'm in.
Okay, sweet. Let's go for fact number 2. This is in kind of 2 parts because of the 200 character limit on the banners, so bear with. On 7th of September 1999 episode of SmackDown, Davey Boy Smith defeated Big Boss Man for the WWF Hardcore Championship. Smith forfeited the title later that evening, giving the belt to Al Snow because Boss Man had slashed the wheel of Al's prized car, driving him insane in the process. I'll go over that one more time. On the 7th of September 1999 episode of SmackDown, Davey Boy Smith defeated Big Boss Man for the WWF Hardcore Championship. Smith forfeited the title later that evening, giving the belt back to Al Snow because Boss Man had slashed the wheel of Al's prized car, driving him insane in the process. Give me a thumbs up when you guys are ready to go. Garrod's ready. Jace is ready. Greg is ready. And now we're off to number 3. Adam Cole competed in the Royal Rumble match at the Royal Rumble pay-per-view on January 28th, 2018. His 3rd appearance on the main roster. He was eliminated by returning Rey Mysterio. I will go over that one more time. Adam Cole competed in the Royal Rumble match at the Royal Rumble pay-per-view on the January 28th, 2018 pay-per-view. This was his 3rd appearance on the main roster. He was eliminated by a returning Rey Mysterio. Thumbs up when you got your answer down. Garrod's good. Jace is good. Greg is good. Nice. This is another 2-parter. Bear with. On the April 7th episode of Raw, WWE started airing motivational style introductory vignettes for Dallas. On the May 23rd, 2014 episode of SmackDown, Dallas made his official main roster debut, defeating Sin Cara with a roll-up victory. I will repeat this. On the April 7th episode of Raw, WWE started airing motivational style introductory vignettes for Dallas. On the May 23rd, 2014 episode of SmackDown, Bo Dallas made his official main roster debut by defeating Sin Cara with a roll-up victory. Thumbs up when you're ready, boys. Jace is ready. Garrod's ready. Greg is ready. For the last actually fact, number 5. At Full Gear 2019, MJF accompanied Cody to his AEW World Championship match against Chris Jericho. Cody lost the match after he tapped out when he was caught in the Lion Tamer. I'll go over that one more time. At Full Gear 2019, MJF accompanied Cody to his AEW World Championship match against Chris Jericho. Cody lost the match after he tapped out when he was caught in the Lion Tamer. Garrod is ready. Greg is ready. Jace is ready. Right, let's go back to our answers. So I got fact number 1 here. Whoever thinks they have it, just actually me right now.
Actually, he was 23.
That is incorrect. And you also got the incorrect part of that fact wrong as well. So that's no points to Garrod. Yeah. Jace, you're muted.
Actually, it was SummerSlam 2004.
It was SummerSlam 2004. That's Jace getting 2 points there. Greg, did you get the same?
Yeah. It was SummerSlam 2004.
SummerSlam 2004. Okay. So that's 2 points to Jace and 2 points to Greg. Right. On to the next one. On the 7th of September 1999 episode of SmackDown, Davey Boy Smith defeated Big Boss Man for the WWF Hardcore Championship. Smith forfeited the title later that evening, giving the belt back to Al Snow because Boss Man had slashed the wheel of Al's prized car, driving him insane in the process. Actually me when you have the answer.
Actually, he wasn't driving anywhere because his tires were slashed. That's not my answer, but
okay.
Well done.
Actually, didn't Bulldog just give up the title randomly anyway so he could get a shot at the WWE title?
You got the bit of the fact that's wrong correct, but you haven't got the reason right, so I'll give you 1 point for that. Jace, you wanted to take a crack at it?
I got nothing.
You got nothing. Okay. Garrod.
I just took a crack and I was gonna say it was Raw, but no.
Fair enough. So Greg found out what was wrong with it. He didn't give up his title because of the car. In fact, what really happened was Bossman dog-napped Al Snow's dog, Pepper, to win the title from him. So, yeah, interesting times back in 1999. We do, however, move on to more recent times with Adam Cole Bebe. Adam Cole competed in the Royal Rumble match for the Royal Rumble pay-per-view on January 28th, 2018. His third appearance on the main roster. He was eliminated by returning Rey Mysterio. Who wants to take it?
Actually, this was his first appearance on the main roster.
He's got 2 points, baby. Yep. This was not Adam Cole's third appearance. It was his first on the main roster. Jace, you got the same? Jace, you get the same? Nice. 2 points across the board. Very well done, boys. On to number 4, another two-parter. On the April 7th episode of Raw, WWE started airing motivational style introductory vignettes with Bo Dallas. And on the May 23rd, 2014 episode of SmackDown, Dallas made his official main roster debut by defeating Sin Cara with a roll-up victory. Who wants to take it?
Actually,
Go
all
ahead,
right.
bud.
Sorry, you go ahead.
Actually, it wasn't Sin Cara he beat.
That is sadly incorrect in both what's wrong and...
Actually, it was a pin full victory.
Jace, you got the same?
No. See, I was going by what the text said. The text just says Dallas. It was actually Bo Dallas, not just Dallas.
I think Scott realized that on the second read through, and then like at the end he was like, Dallas.
Just in case.
Wait. We're not talking about Diamond Dallas Page?
or the city of Dallas, Texas.
Just the city
that's what
of
I
Dallas
thought.
debut.
That's what I thought I meant,
Texas.
because I thought like I got that bit. I was like motivational style introductory vignettes for Dallas. I thought they were like, why are they making motivational Dallas, Texas vignettes? What's going on there? But no, yeah, that sadly isn't what was wrong. Garrod, I will give you the 2 points, although I had it phrased a little bit differently. Dallas won. It was a pinfall victory, which is why you're getting the 2 points. But it does say in the wiki that he won with the Bowdog, his finisher.
Yeah, all right. I should have said the Bowdog, but
Yeah,
but
but
I'll
I'll
still
still
take
give
the
you
2
the 2 points because it was technically a pinfall victory, as was.
But a roll-up is a pinfall victory.
Good point.
yes.
Yeah, no, that's true.
Yeah, I tell you what. Yeah, one point.
No, that's true. That was ridiculous. My brain read roll up, and I was like, yeah, roll up's a submission, isn't it?
Oh yeah, my brain was like. Yeah,
I was so fried there. You're totally right. That is just
Yeah.
one.
1 point. Yeah,
But technically, that Wikipedia article is correct.
No, it did. Yeah, it did say the Bowdog in the original article. But if you're going technical, roll up victories just your average. Oh, I got you.
A roll up's different to a pin.
Yeah.
To a classic pin.
Well,
I
it's
guess.
how 90% of matches on Raw end, so...
If they're not DQ or interference, then it's going to be that.
90%.
Especially if your name's Karrion Kross and you're fighting Jeff Hardy.
Yeah. You deserve better, Carrion and Jeff. Last but not least, at Full Gear 2019, MJF accompanied Cody in his AEW World Championship match against Chris Jericho. Cody lost the match after he tapped out when he was caught in the Lion Tamer. Who wants to take this?
Actually, all I've got is MJF cost them the match.
Okay, Garrett,
Actually, MJF threw in the towel.
Jace.
I just put actually scored Jericho, not Cody. My mind went blank.
Fair enough. Well, Jace. Tell you what, Greg, I will give you just the 1 point. I'll give Garrett the 2. MJF threw in the towel for Chris Jericho.
This kicked off the feud, didn't it? The big
Yes.
MJF Cody feud, didn't it? Yeah.
A cracking feud, if I may say so, as well. So that was actually, and I've completely lost track of the points. So if you guys are able to quickly relay them to me, Garrett, how much you won?
I'm on a 27. 11. I'm on 11.
Greg, what are you on, my dude?
I got 6 for that round, so that puts me on 13.
And Jace?
I got 4 for that one, so that one puts me on 11.
Which means Garrod and Jace are currently drawn on 11, with Greg with a 2-point lead on 13, heading into round 3. Round 3 is just simply lyrics. I'm bad at wordplay. So, I'm going to read you some lyrics from popular wrestling theme songs. You're just going to need to tell me the wrestler this theme song belongs to.
Oh.
Simple as that. Easy peasy lemon squeezy, right? Okay, let's go. Number 1, nice and easy. My money stack fat. Plus, I can't turn the swell off. My money stack fat.
Come
Plus,
on, guys.
I can't
Come
turn the
on.
swell off. I'm worried because they're looking at me lost.
I think if you get the answer, you have to sing it.
Absolutely. Are we ready for number 2?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Number 2 is make way for the new. What it do? And if you in the way, let me say, she coming for you. I'll read that again. Make way for the new. What it do? And if you in the way, let me say, she coming for you. All right. On to number 3. In the darkness, light will take you to the other side and find me waiting there. In the darkness, light will take you to the other side and find me waiting there. All right, that was number 3. Number 4. You gotta take a stand. It don't help to hide. Well, you hurt my friends, and you hurt my pride.
Uh-huh.
Say that again.
I'll read that again. You gotta take a stand. It don't help to hide. Well, you hurt my friends, and you hurt my pride.
Coming this Christmas is Scott's Christmas album where he sings all the biggest wrestling entrance.
I definitely. I was like, I should do this round in the style of Toast of London, so I'm doing it.
Yes, I hear you, Glenn Fandango.
Now, you should have done this round in the style of Dick Cheese.
Dick Cheese.
You've never heard of Dick Cheese?
I haven't. No.
He's like a lounge singer in Vegas, but he does like covers of like metal songs, but in like a lounge style.
Oh, right. Scott, have you seen the remake of Dawn of the Dead that came out in 2004?
Yes.
Do you know the lounge cover of Down for the Sickness in the middle of the film?
Oh, yeah.
That's him. That's Dick Cheese.
Oh, I should look into this guy. That sounds genuinely right up my street, to be fair.
Seen him live, saw him at Sonosphere.
Fair enough. Yeah, that sounds like a lot of fun, too. Number 5. Darkness falls, I come alive. I've always been this way. I'll fly before I change. I'll read that again. Number 5. Darkness falls, I come alive. I've always been this way. I'll fly before I change.
That can't be fucking right, but I'm putting it anyway.
Yeah, I'm taking an absolute punt on that one.
I'm taking an absolute CM Punk on this one. Number 6. It fuels my hopes and dreams. The best battle machine. I'll read that again. Number 6. It fuels my hopes and dreams. The best battle machine.
If it is what I think it is, I've been getting the lyric wrong this whole time.
Yeah, me too.
This is going to be the round where we're going to hear a bunch of lyrics and go, that wasn't right. It must be this way.
Actually,
it sang in this key. Right, number 7. I'm a Mack truck. Don't get run over. That's number 7. I'm a Mack truck. Don't get run over.
I know the flow of it as well.
I even kind of said it in the flow of the song a little bit. It's one of the only
The
times
rest of it. I know it.
You'll kick yourself, especially Garrod.
Oh no, I will.
I will move on to number 8. We'll find their place in line. Go tie a string around your finger now, boy, 'cause it's a matter of time. I'll go again. Number 8, will find their place in line. Go tie a string around your finger now, boy, because it's just a matter of time.
Wrestling entrance teams have the most balmy fucking lyrics.
Yeah, they do. Because you just listen to the tune and you're like, yeah, this is great.
This is killer, kick ass. And you look it up on Google and you're like, what the fuck?
Oh, you wait till the next one. I had a good giggle at the next one. Speaking of, number 9. The nebulous rises up out from the black of deceiving lies. A new star is born, and now he brings you the light with his hands untied. Oh God, I feel like I'm doing beat poetry saying this one. I'll do it again. The nebulous rises up out of the black of deceiving lies. A new star is born now. He brings you the light with his hands untied.
We got people in the chat. Hey, Farsh and Chops.
Hey,
yes, we do read the chat, but we're probably going to have to avoid.
I've been distracted. Sorry.
Say it
All right.
one more time. It's real fucking weird.
It's a weird one, right? But you'll kick yourself. The nebulous rises up out of the black of deceiving lies. A new star is born. Now he brings you the light with his hands untied.
Apparently, Farsh and Chops is going to play a weird little quiz with us while we play along. He's going to guess our names, ages, and jobs.
Ooh,
Sure.
okay. There's points up for grabs for hand chops.
See, this is either going to be really complimentary or really insulting.
Be kind. I put you on the screen.
Be absolutely brutal.
Yeah, fuck it. We don't care.
To be fair, like he could guess anything, and I can guarantee it'll be better than the actual job I have. Bloody hell, my laptop is popping off right now. Jesus.
That's a fucking
Top left from Fashion Shops. Top left is Mark, 48, and a cigarette salesman, 3 days a week and 4 times a year, and international fun guy. He's not far off the mark on that one, to be fair. do you have a bit of the
you place like 6th.
Yeah, need more beans.
Need more beans. Number 10, as Farshan Chops. As Farshan Chops keeps going. Number 10. I'm the man, the one to make you fall in line. These killers come to life. Number 10. And I'm the man, the one to make you fall in line. These killers come to life. The top right is his son Jeremy, 23, and a full-time wet floor sign painter LD. Like I said, that's better than reality. Genuinely. I'll take this. Yeah, I sadly work for I'm a postman and I'm 25 and my name's nowhere near as cool as Jeremy. Right, let's go through.
I get number 10 again before you go through it. I completely biffed on that one.
And I'm the man, the one to make you fall in line. These killers come to life.
I think I recognize it, but I can't. I'll guess.
I got so few that I thought I'd get.
All right, let's go through some answers, shall we? Starting with number 1, a nice, easy, straight bowl down the middle. My money's stack fat, plus I can't turn the swell off. Let's start with Greg.
Shane McMahon.
Oh, Greg. Jace.
Cena.
My money's
Cena.
fat, plus I can't turn the swell off.
Yeah, it's
franchise. We do this is automatic. I win this is the rest of it.
I don't know who's worse, me for not knowing the lyrics to this, or you guys knowing the lyrics to this.
Oh, I'm worse. I know I'm worse, but I live with it. You know, I've accepted it.
That
We
means
own it.
there's a 1 point gap between our 3 competitors now after question 1.
Not
Question
for long.
question 2. Make way for the new. What it do? And if you win the way, let me say she's coming for you. Jace, who's that belong to?
Santino Morella.
Santina Morella. Garrod.
I didn't know. I first put Karma, and then I was like, probably not. So I was like, you probably put Nyla. So I said Nyla.
Greg.
Carmella?
It's Sasha Banks. This line is sang by Snoop Dogg.
By Snoop Dogg. All right. Fuck me dead.
Number 3. Yeah, I got high expectations for you guys on this one. Hold on. What was Farshan Chops put? Okay. He wants to space out his guesses a bit because we're doing a quiz. That's fair, but we still appreciate what you're doing.
I'm excited for mine.
Yeah, I'm excited for Jace's as well. In the darkness, light will take you to the other side and find me waiting there.
See if you just
Close
close
your
eyes. Never thought I
Christian,
would be
Christian.
here so high
Christian.
in the air. Yeah, I got Christian.
Good work, boys. I'm happy you got that. Still confused how you didn't get Cena though, Greg. Number 4. I think you guys could get this as well. You got to take a stand. It don't help to hide. Well, you hurt my friends, and you hurt my pride. Greg, who does that belong to?
It's Hulk Hogan, brother.
Oh, let me tell you something, Mean Gene. Jace, is it Hulk Hogan?
Yeah, it's that old racist piece of leather.
Yep. And have we? Is it Full House again?
It's a full house, yes.
It's
It's
full.
the stretchy Armstrong Hulkamaniac. Delete the tapes. It's fine. Don't worry about it.
When I tested this quiz out on one Brogan Turner, he didn't get that one, which really confused me.
To me, I actually didn't know who it was, but then I listened to the lyrics and you're like, it's like a classic 80s, like, I'm the good guy, I'm gonna save you, you hurt my friends, I'm giving for you. So I was literally like, I don't think Ultimate Warrior has any lyrics, so Hogan.
His stepdad and Mark's brother on the bottom left is Richard 43. He works at a toilet store as a poo and wee tester.
Poo and wee tester called Dick. Brilliant.
That probably pays a fucking mint though.
Oh yeah.
I mean, yeah.
I don't know why. I don't know why a toilet store would
I've definitely
need
got the
people
most
to
money
test.
out of a lot of us.
You'd think that once the toilets have got to the actual retailer, that they've probably been tested, but
Extra.
Number 5.
Extra.
Number 5. Darkness falls, I come alive. I've always been this way. I'll fly before I change. Jace, who did you get?
Santino Morella.
Santina Morella. Nice. Garrod.
now I put someone for this one that I also think is for the next one because I was like, the flow almost works for it. Right? You see what I mean? Like, it's the same flow.
I don't know what wrestler.
I think
right.
we've got the same thought process on this. So you go though. You go.
I put Kenny for this one. Then maybe we don't have the same thought process.
Greg.
I've got Cody for this one, and I've got Kenny for the next.
We've struck out. No one's got it. This
I have Kenny for both, right? Because I thought the flow of it was very similar to like that shit.
This is a lyric that also belongs to one of the first songs I put on my Spotify playlist that I still use of 7,000 odd songs. This belongs to Paige. An absolutely a brilliant theme. Darkness falls, I come alive.
Yeah, to be fair, she does have an eagle at the start, so I guess wings and flying.
Yeah.
Now the next one definitely sounds like Kenny.
Yeah, it fuels my hopes and dreams. the best battle machine. You guys got
Is it
Omega,
bout?
Jace?
Are you sure it's battle and not bout?
It's battle. Best
I thought it
battle
was Battle
machine.
Cry. Because it's the name of the
That's.
song.
I hear the battle cry.
Jace, who have you got?
Kenny.
So maybe it's not Kenny.
It fuels my hopes and dreams. The best battle machine. It is Kenny Omega.
Are you
So,
sure? Right.
guys,
Are you
Right,
100%
are you
sure
sure
it's
that's
battle
right?
machine?
I've listened to the song a lot. I listen to it a lot when I travel to work. It's a
This-
it's a great song.
this is
It's probably copy pasted from somewhere.
two lyrics sites said battle machine instead of bout machine.
Is that the bit where it goes up? So it's like. Best
I hear the battle cry under the
battle
devil's sky. One winged angel
machine.
screams. Blah 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 blah. It says best battle machine. I don't think that's right though.
I swear it's Battle Cry because that's the name of the song.
Yeah,
I'm gonna
battle
listen
cry
to
is
it.
like in a different bit of the lyrics.
Well, I
it's
know-
like, it is my battle.
I know that, but like, it's just the bit where it goes really up. Where it's like really quiet. It goes battle machine, but like it should be Battle Cry. I don't know.
Fars hand chops is
No,
there.
it is
Elaborate on what my
It is
job is.
100% bout machine. 100%. 100% bout machine, but it's written as battle machine.
So basically, once a new toilet is built, he gets called in and asked to poo and to wee, and then flushes it to see if it all filters properly. And finally, Mr. Grod is not a family member. He's just a regular guy named Jake, 26, and he stands at the top of water slides at Thorpe Park saying, "We have to the next person."
Yep. Arms and feet in. Yep. That for like what 5 hours?
More than
When-
5
I could do
hours.
that job.
10 hours a day.
when the family and I used to go to
Well done, Jake.
when the family and I used to go to Key Camp Holidays in Normandy, France, there was literally like the guy that worked at Key Camp Holidays. Basically, it was the same guy every day, even out in the pouring rain, stood by the one water slide in the entire complex. He would not leave. He wasn't even a lifeguard, I don't think, because he didn't have like any of the proper equipment or like a whistle or anything. He just stood to supervise the slide. And, I respect that man even to this day. Because like I said, he just stood out in the pouring rain while still doing that job.
That bloke sounds like the bloke from Brighton Zoo who used to charge people for parking, but he didn't actually work there.
That is like good business sense. Have I told you about my money making scheme? On like a
I'm
bus
not getting
in
into a
London.
pyramid scheme.
A bus in London, right? If you just get on with a big black coat, right, and just go around saying ticket, loads of people will tap their oyster. And if you just have like a machine that makes the beep sound, right, you could probably charge like a $5 to everyone's contactless. You could make a fucking killing and no one would know.
Yeah, rush hour, you could make $2,000 easy.
Especially now that contactless has gone up to £100.
There you go. Well, see, the reason I put it at like $5 is I don't want to get caught.
Good question, Farshan Jots. But did the man who supervised the slide get the constitution by any chance?
You think that those people would need to be like DBS checked if they're like there with kids the whole time?
It's also Normandy, France. They didn't really give. Really.
Hello.
We.
Hello.
Right. On with the quiz. We got
We turn
question
the water
7.
off.
Question 7. I'm a Mack truck. Don't get run over.
Run
Greg.
over.
Who you
Mark
got?
Henry.
Mark Henry. Jace.
Mark Henry.
Garrod.
I did finally get it. I'm a
Yeah.
Mack truck. Don't get run
Don't get
over.
run over. It's the country boys looking
town.
over town boys. It's AJ Styles, the phenomenal one.
Shite.
Hell yeah, baby.
Next one. We'll find their place in line. Go tie a string around your finger now, boy, because it's just a matter of time. Jace.
Santino Morella.
You're going to kick yourself, Garrod?
I'm just
Santino
gonna
Morella.
say. I'm gonna say. Dustin Rhodes.
Greg, save us.
Shelton Benjamin.
Never before has the four-word interaction of "save us" and then responded very meekly with "show." Let's sing it in tune, and maybe you guys will get it this time. We'll find the place in line. Got to tie a string around your finger now, boy, because it's just a matter of time. Because you got no chance. It's Vincent Kennedy Mcmahon.
Again, wrestling lyrics in theme songs make no fucking sense.
To be fair, I never understood what was in that
to be honest, he probably wrote that, and I bet his dad like tied his finger to like, I don't know, a car and drove off. That was probably his upbringing. That's something he looks back on fondly on his like when he dreams in his 3 hours a night.
But to be fair,
anyway, next one.
How many other people?
Farsham Chop says, I always want to say that Greg and Jace have the best hair of the people here. Well, thank you. Thank you. Takes a lot of effort, you know. Lots of conditioning.
Takes a lot to maintain.
Yeah, right.
But who else? Like, am I the only one that when like I am on the odd occasion I am singing Vince McMahon's theme song, I'm like, no chance, because that's what you got.
Yeah, who the fuck sings the verse?
As a kid, I used to sing
every wrestling theme. You're like, you know the chorus bits, so you'll just be like, no chance, and then.
As a kid, whenever I used to sing Vince McMahon's song, I used to go, no chance, we got. Just like, because I didn't even know that bit. Got. Also,
big news. Yeah, we are.
You four guys are awesome. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
The four horsemen, and we've all been invited to his 30th birthday in the year 2030. We'll be delighted. Can I bring a +3? Because I know.
I'll nearly be 40.
I'm good.
Depressing.
I'm busy that day.
Oh, Garrod. Oh.
Sorry, I'm busy. I've got a shift at the slides.
Wet and Wild needs me. Those kids ain't going down themselves.
Two people at a time, no bloody way.
It's anarchy if I'm not there. People aren't gonna like. They'll bring shoes.
Are we going down backwards?
They'll be going down in baseball caps. That's not allowed.
And Birkenstocks.
There'll be no one there to hold that little measuring stick. Nah, you're not tall enough. Fuck off.
Right, number 9. Speaking of stuff, the nebulous rises out from the black of the deceiving lies. God, this one's difficult to read. A new star is born. Now he brings you the light with his hands untied. Greg, I see you're about to burst.
I really hope this is right, because I'm sure that line "nebulous" is in the same song. Was it like Randy Orton's original theme?
Jace, who you got?
Well, I thought nebulous, nebula, space, stardust.
I want to see that Pepe Sylvia wall like right now. Garrod.
Chris Statlander, because she's an alien.
You've all latched onto the nebulous stuff. However, Greg is spot on. It was Randy Orton's old theme. Hey, nothing you can say. Nothing's going to change. And last but not least, number 10. And I'm the man, the one to make you fall in line. Those killers come to life. I'll be very proud if either of you three got this. Let's start with
Either of you three.
Either of you three.
Give it one more time, please.
And I'm the man, the one to make you fall in line. These killers come to life.
It's pissing me off because I know it, but I think I've got it.
Yeah, it rings a bell to me as well. I'm just going to say Seamus.
Seamus. Jace?
Well, I had to think about this one really hard. Like, this was definitely the hardest one. And I put Santino Marella. You
It's
might
gotta
start
be
seeing
one
a
of them.
pattern with my answers.
Gotta be one of them. Despite the fact there's no lyrics in his actual theme song, it's gotta be him.
Gonna happen
Greg.
eventually.
Shelton Benjamin.
Oh, God damn it.
Give it tune. Do it in tune.
I don't know it in tune, but I do have 2 words for the 3 of you. Everybody dies. It's Lance
Yeah, all right.
Archer.
Lance Archer actually came across my mind, but I was like, I don't know the song well enough. I couldn't. Just
Fan
go
of
with
the podcast, Lance Archer. Come on.
that is true. Fan of the pod.
Lance Archer approved. We are.
Yeah. We got the Murder Hawk Award for good podcast. Also, we got some updates from Farshan Chops. It's some insights into the future. In fact, I will have a wife and 3 sons. Let's see. Jace will have finally paid off his mortgage. Hey, that's good. The only downside is Garrod would have passed away by the year 2024.
I don't know what you mean by downside. That sounds fucking great.
But also in the year 2030, Greg will be the owner of 14 cigarette retailers. 14's a lot. You'll be rolling in money.
Cancer for everyone.
Cigarette retailers being corner shops.
Oh no, I was thinking the actual brand. So like, it's like on the news you'll see like Greg is the new owner of Lambert and Butler. So
I'm gonna own 14 premieres. That's what's gonna happen.
With Garrod saying corner shops, I just see Greg being like, what's his name, Pops from League of Gentlemen.
Okay, so the points after that round are as follows. We have Garrod on 17 points, Jace on 15 points, and in first place, actually, no, what the frick?
I'm tied with Garrod, 17.
Yeah, 17. So that
was it,
15.
wasn't it?
Yeah. So you got Greg on 17, Garrod on 17, and Jace on 15. Still very much
last round.
No, he's still got 2 rounds left, baby.
Fucking 2 rounds? What have you done here?
But these are quick fire babies. These are nowhere near as in
right.
depth.
Okay.
I thought Greg was just gonna win for Champion's Advantage. But
Can we take a quick break so I can take a piss?
Yes. In the meantime, we'll talk about recent wrestling news and stuff and whatnot and bits and bobs.
What's he saying about me now?
He said your hair looks nice.
Greg will have upped his daily cigarette consumption per day from 30 to 70, but because he owns 14 retailers, he has all the medical support in the world to puff each day and keep the doctor away.
So I need medical help, but I'm keeping them away.
Nah, by then they'll have developed just a pill.
An all-cure pill.
You know, Lemsip.
Medicinal cigarettes.
Lemsip won't be no longer cold and flu. It'll also just be cancer. You know. Right, I'll be back in 5 minutes.
We'll expand on the Family Guy joke: cold, flu, cancer, and AIDS.
Yeah, there you go.
I've not heard that.
Have you not seen it? The Family Guy episode, The Road to the Multiverse. You go to like a universe where it's like 1,000 years more advanced. And Quagmire comes out of someone's house and he looks at his phone and says, "Oh, I got AIDS again. Better take my Lemsip, cold, flu, and AIDS." All gone.
Oh, that's the future. Do you guys reckon age will be a thing that will be cured within the next 30 years?
Theoretically, we're kind
still
of
going to
at
get
that
old.
point.
I mean, technically speaking, yes, but like,
I mean, like the thing is with age, all that happens is that your system shut down. Like that's kind of it. There isn't actually anything that really says that we need to stop aging and that we can't stop aging, right?
Because cells die. That's what cells do, right?
Right. So cells die, but they can also, with the right treatment, regenerate and keep going. It's just that by that time, you're statistically just gonna get cancer and die. So there's some stuff.
Cancer first, age second, yeah.
That's the thing with that. Like, the longer you're alive, the more likely you are to get some horrible disease.
Unless they cure all disease and then start working on age.
Well, no, because it's more. They make more money selling. They don't make as much money selling a cure for all disease. They make more money through treatment.
True.
It's a big pharma conspiracy.
Big Pharma. We're all just being
Anyway,
held down for Big Pharma.
Current wrestling news.
Current wrestling news.
So, women don't exist anymore.
Yeah, I mean, like, don't worry, we'll get a second women's revolution. It'll be fine.
We'll have a
Women's
2-minute
Revolution
match in
Part 2.
Saudi Arabia tomorrow. And
Yeah,
then
barely
WWE
that.
will use it for 30 years in their promo packages, talking about how great women are because they went to Saudi Arabia and took blood money, and then put on a 2-minute match where the women were fully covered up. And also the Saudi princes in the Lazy Boys in the front row were doing this.
Yeah, fully.
Do you remember when the first Saudi show happened? And I think it might have been the first match. I'm pretty sure it was Triple H against John Cena, right? Something ridiculous that's just like 2 kids with their action figures, right? That maybe what they probably asked for. Like the Sultan's son was like, I want to see that. The first match, right? The way that they did it originally, now they've done it so that the camera's actually facing some kind of crowd. They were all sat in fucking recliners, and half of them just none of them really were paying attention to the match. There were butlers with silver platters. It's just so fucking gross. I hated it. It's so fucking awful. And that's just, I hate it. And you know, the King of the Ring tournament was happening, right? Earlier this week, or maybe, I think it was it might have been Monday, it might have been Friday. It was the Sami Zayn versus Finn Balor match. And I was like, oh, I can't wait to, never mind. Because there's no fucking way Sami Zayn is going to Saudi Arabia. So there's no fucking way he's winning.
Yeah.
So whatever. Of course I didn't watch that fucking match. And I'm probably not going to watch the Saudi show either, just out of principle.
I'm exactly the same. I refuse to watch them.
Yeah, like, because
we shouldn't really do a wrestling podcast. We should watch as much content as we can, but
it's like the podcasts that do, they have to, right? And even some of the fucking wrestlers that go, they have to almost for themselves, like, be like, all the proceeds from this are going to charity. Mustafa Ali did that. Cultaholic are doing that for their Thursday stream, and it's like, I don't blame. Cultaholic could just say no. Mustafa Ali and workers who don't really get the opportunity to say no, you know, it's just fucking awful, and they need to unionize.
Don't say that. Vince will sack you.
Try it.
And then bring you back 3 months later, and then have you in 30-second matches.
It feels like right now, right, the wrestling landscape looks a little bit like this. Twitter is no man's land, right? We're picturing the Somme here. Twitter is no man's land. It's the most toxic minefield place right now, where both even like AEW fans, which I personally agree with, are being a little bit with their opinions. WWE fans are very similar, very traditional, and it's like 2 sides of this big battle where, like, you got the Wrestle Talk side, the AEW side, or you got the Jim Cornette side, the kind of WWE traditionalist kind of side. And it's like, choose a side or there. And at the end of the day, I'm all for just like watching what you want to watch, right? I'm just like getting on with what you enjoy. And if you enjoy WWE's current products, if you're able to watch the safe space left-wing parody character in NXT and be like, that's entertainment. Tell you what, I won't be friends with you, but power to you. You know, you found your entertainment, you found your niche. Crack on and enjoy the show. It's just not for me. It's just not for me.
I speak to my friend about this quite often, and it's a very human thing to think that things aren't as bad as they are. It's like, there's no way Nestle like purposely basically dehydrated women in Africa and forced them to buy their breast milk formula, right? There's no way that happened. There's no way that Coca-Cola bought death squads in South America. There's no way that happened because it's too ridiculous, but it all happened. And I think people are so like think that this kind of shit doesn't happen. And the reason I'm going on to it is because shit like in WWE, they're still now leaking stories to people, right? They're still like trying to feed, like the Fast Nationals came out on Friday, or like late Friday, early Saturday. The Fast Nationals being like basically the TV ratings before the TV ratings come out, right? It's just lies. And they leaked it to fucking journalists that are just like, you look back on what they've written, and it's journalists that are like, Nick Khan is a really cool and sick CEO who's going to make WWE hip. And it's like, you kind of sound like you're a little bit under the payroll there, my friend.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then, but there are some good journalism things going on. I really, really do recommend that you go and read the piece about Pat Patterson, recently written by David Bixenspan, who the reason you'll know it's not only especially good is because he got unblocked by JBL. So if JBL has found a reason to unblock someone, he must especially have to agree. I think he got him on the podcast or whatever. But it's talking about how in, back when he was champ and around those days, the FBI were trying to deport him for being gay. They were trying to deport Pat Patterson for being gay.
Jesus.
And like I can't remember who they have on. They've got one of his friends on who used to wrestle with him. And they were talking about how he basically said like, oh no, I can't go to that place, because I'm being watched or whatever. And he was like, he's Pat, you've like, these things up. But nah, he was straight up being watched by the fucking Fed, and they were trying to deport him for being gay. And this is like only like 20, 30 years ago, really. Well, 30, 40.
If you want to know a baffling statistic about America, this is one that me and my lass have just finished watching Ratchet on Netflix. And I was thinking, like, this is set in like the late 40s, early 50s. Would being gay even be legal? And I looked it up, and there are 17 states in America where homosexual sex was only legalized in 2003.
Yeah.
Like 17 states out of 50. That's a ridiculous amount.
Talking of ridiculous amounts, it will lead us on to the next quiz question.
By the way, I'm sorry for the delay. I've figured out why my electrics have tripped.
Why?
Fucking ceiling's leaking.
Oh, baby.
It's literally leaked down to where my TV is, so I hope the fuck it still works. I've only had that less than a year.
It'll still be under warranty.
Yeah, it will still be. Yeah, if it's under a year, it'll be under the warranty.
Hopefully.
But yes, this
I don't think leakages are covered under warranty.
should be really.
Not to be a downer, I don't think leakages are covered under warranty. That would be under like, home insurance or something. You could probably talk to landlords and get that sorted. Farsh and Chops, you're right. Anyway, continue, Scott.
Oh no, I've been reading the narrative. I kind of like it, but yes, we are.
Is Garrod trying to take Pac's moniker?
The bastard. Well, before you got here, it was like what was the name we come up for a pay-per-view? Like one sweet boy surrounded by bastards or something.
in a nest full of bastards.
A good boy in a nest full of bastards.
Right.
A nest, baby.
Speaking of bastards, this penultimate round, the second to last round, is net worth showdown. So I've got the net worth, and of course take it with a grain of salt because they're from multiple
estimated online net worth stuff. Yeah.
Yes. Sometimes I've had to average these out just to see different ones, but I'm going to give you two individuals with two different net worths. Your job, 50-50 chance of getting it right. Just saying who's worth more in terms of imaginary stacks of paper and gold. Starting with question one. we have a big showdown here today. Triple H. Is he?
Can you say that one again, please? You say that
Who's
one again?
worth more? Triple H or Triple H?
Can you say it one more time? There we go. All right.
Or is he worth more or less than Brian Johnson of AC/DC?
It's worth more or less. Okay.
So who is worth more there? Triple H or Brian Johnson? All right. Question 2. We've got God's chosen champion Miro or Craig Charles of Robot Wars, Takeshi's Castle, and Radio 2. Oh, and Red Dwarf.
Thank you.
Hell yeah.
Oh, Lord. How dare you miss Coronation Street?
Oh, I'm sorry for all the Corey heads out there.
Oh, that changes it though. If he had to do Corey, or was that early Corey?
No,
I
this
think it
was
was
like I think it was only like less than 5 years ago he left.
But is he worth more or less than Miro?
I bet Miro's made some good investments.
Number 3. Who is worth
But he'll pay
more?
a tax through the nose with being foreign in America.
True.
Wow,
Who is
an
worth
independent contractor.
more? Pete Dunne, the Bruiserweight, or Vince Russo?
Ooh.
Oh yeah, okay. This is going on like how
Net
Correct,
worth.
right.
Net worth in dollars, yeah. Currently, nowadays.
Okay, but again, this is like not necessarily true. This is just what somebody has estimated on like networth.com or something.
I've taken like
Yeah,
an
so this-
average of 4 estimates and kind of like gone down
Okay,
the middle
alright.
with them. And then rounded it to the nearest hole. This one was the longest to set up, but it was a lot of fun and very, very interesting. Speaking of, number 4, Cody Rhodes or former Doctor Who actor David Tennant.
Oh shit.
Wait, was that Cody and David Tennant?
Yes.
Okay.
Come on, come now.
Next up, we've got a battle of brothers. Who is worth more, Scott Steiner or Rick Steiner?
It's also like, you know, who pissed away their money the most.
Yeah, good point.
True.
Yeah, who pissed away their money the most, but also who's invested it?
Yeah.
Cleverly.
Who's got external companies and whatnot. Let's have a rematch for the streak, shall we? Undertaker or Brock Lesnar?
Ooh. Oh, you bastard.
David Tennant lives in a rental property.
Lived.
Lived. That sounds like a football chant.
Also, thanks, man.
See, that's a good joke because he's a tenant.
Worried.
Ah, very good. Right, number 7. This one I had a good giggle over. Minoru Suzuki or Catherine Tate. Who would win?
33 years. MMA career as well. 20 submission finishes. Probably Tate.
Yeah. Or am
The
I
thing is,
bothered?
though,
Am I bothered?
like, with having-
Face bothered.
yeah, with having actors, you've got to remember like they've got residuals coming in for repeats and stuff, and so it's how much to get for that. Because I'm sure sorry, Scott, but I'm sure the
That's
cast
right.
of Friends still make like $1 million or $2 million a year.
Yeah, very well.
Just off
Yeah,
the
yeah,
books
just
of
from
Friends.
something like the Netflix deal, they probably got a shit ton.
Right, number 8, Chris Jericho or Barbara Windsor as of her time of death last year. Barbara Windsor was Peggy Mitchell from EastEnders.
She was also in all the Carry On films.
All of them.
Jericho, I think if Jericho is poorer, he should probably make some better life decisions.
Yeah, but
He's a Chris.
You are a Chris.
Anywho. Number 9. Up, up, down, down zone, Xavier Woods. Or Frankie Boyle. Stand-up comedian.
Again, with some of the wrestlers, like you've got to. Like, wrestlers have side hustles as well as the.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They often have
Nikki
side
Bella.
hustles because they have to.
I mean,
Nikki Bella's a bloody real estate agent. She's a.
I mean, not to give points away, but no disrespect to Frankie Ball, but when's the last time he was like big news?
I think he writes now. I think he writes and produces.
He writes for The Guardian, and I think he has this like lower show on like ITV2 or something like that.
Yeah, Frankie Boyle's New World Order.
Yeah, that's the one.
Which is actually, if you like politics and stuff and like current events, it's a really good watch.
Right, number 10. Who is worth more, Roman Reigns or Tom Holland of Spider-Man fame? Tom Holland, who, by the way, is 2 years younger than me.
It's not fair.
Yeah,
It's not.
It always annoys me that like I'm the same age as Paige, Sasha Banks, Alexa Bliss.
Right. Well, Tom Holland is about to be miles more rich than him because I think his current deal, or what he's really like, because he's not signed on for any more, and I'm pretty sure he's asking for like 15 mil minimum per movie.
Jesus.
Maybe it's probably higher than that. I think actually.
Disney money.
Me and Greg are older than Pete Dunne.
Yeah, that was
Really?
that was the worst thing about watching that first UK Championship tournament where Tyler Bate won and he was 19. I was just sat there going, at the time I was like, I'm 24. and he's the first ever WWE champion. Oh.
When I watched that, I felt like crying.
Yeah. It was amazing wrestling, but I was like,
oh yeah.
Tyler and Pete are younger than me. What have I done?
Thing is, we're all of us as a collective, we're going to get to all be 40 years old, still watching wrestling and be like, that person's half my age.
Yeah. You're like, it's all right, DDP started about 8 years younger. It's fine. Right. Number 11, a dream match, if you will. Slap this on your next WrestleMania headline for it's Becky Lynch or Becky Lynch or Theresa May, former Prime Minister.
I bet Theresa May is richer just through deals and being a scummy Tory.
The fact that Theresa May used to get paid like 200 grand to go and give a 40-minute speech.
Yeah, to be fair, and this I wouldn't even call this a clue, but even this number surprised me in being like, wow, how is she still getting so much money? I believe she's married to someone who's doing something.
She's married to a man.
Apparently she's married to a bloke.
Fucking hell, that'll set you for life.
Next one was a very
How many
fun
of these
one.
is there?
There's 15 total. Number 12. Who is worth more, Vincent Kennedy McMahon or Kanye West?
Oh shit!
Ooh. Yeah, I think it has to be. I would love to see Vince McMahon do his own shoe line like Kanye.
My thing about this one is Vince McMahon's net worth will change multiple times a day because most of his money is tied up in WWE stock.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's still. I mean, Kanye isn't publicly traded.
Yeah. Kanye's got his own
Yet.
like companies and stuff, and musicians are very rich, especially very good, very like popular ones are very rich. Number 13 out of 15, Bret Hart or comedian Billy Connolly.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I just realised most of these I have not taken the wrestlers.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. No, I've got a few.
I've got a
14,
few.
Tommaso Ciampa or one-hit wonder Gareth Gates.
Yeah.
Last but not least, which is worth more, Alexa Bliss or 4,000 replica Annabelle dolls from animegami.co.uk that are a meter tall each. They are for pre-order for next year's Conjuring film. So,
how many?
There's a new Conjuring film out next year.
apparently, 4,000 replica Annabelle dolls from animegami.co.uk.
I knew there was a reason you said which is worth more.
Yeah. Well, I wasn't going to ask for the net worth of 4,000 replica dolls.
I thought you were going to say I'm not going to answer the net worth of 4,000 replica Alexa Blisses.
That'll probably be
Further.
worth more, to be fair, knowing the WWE merch thing. I remember looking on the merch table for WWE, being like, oh, fancy a Finn Balor, one of the Finn Balor leather jackets, which looked really cool. And I was like, no, I'm not paying £150 for that. Thanks and tar.
Yeah, it would be fucking made like shit as well.
Yeah, fully. And I've
Yeah,
had
it
bad
lasts
leather
maybe
jackets
3
before that
months.
just... Yeah, I've had bad leather jackets before that just fall apart. Should we go through some answers, shall we?
Let's go.
Aye.
Number 1, Greg, who'd you have?
I had that Brian Johnson had more.
Brian Johnson had more. You are incorrect. It was Triple H, who's worth $150 million. Was Brian Johnson's only worth $90 million.
What? That's
So
ridiculous.
Triple H is, so if you had Triple H, mark him down. Jace, did you?
I had Brian Johnson.
Garrod?
Yeah, I did as well. I didn't get that right.
Oh.
We don't currently have a Discord. However, we are having discussions about where we're taking this, so we probably will, especially for our videos and stuff that we make.
Yeah.
But yeah, we'll make one. I promise.
Next one.
You won't be invited to it though. I'm fucking banning you.
Chris. Number 2, Jace. Did you have Miro or Craig Charles?
Craig Charles.
Garrod?
He is God's favorite champion. I have Miro.
And Greg?
I'm with Garrod, God's favorite champion, even though Lister for life. But yeah.
Jace is crawling back that it is Craig Charles worth $2.5 million, whilst Miro's only worth the 1.
I'm messaging Miro right now.
Can you donate one of your $1 million to me?
Can you donate your only million? Miro seems like the kind of guy, if you messaged him saying that, he would come to your house and just fuck you up.
yeah, do a kick down the door.
How much was the other guy?
Craig
2.5.
Charles, 2.5 million.
He does a lot of DJing work. Give him that.
Yeah, he's still on radio too, doing the jazz shows.
FYI, Garrod, you've got like a feud for life now.
I was gonna say if I'm ever in Discord, blah, 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 blah. Well, I'm not on Discord because I'm not a child predator.
I mean, I'll chat with you, man. Don't worry about it.
We gotta have a heel. Garrod, as you're messaging Miro.
Yeah.
Pete Dunne or Vince Russo?
I put Russo.
Russo, Greg,
Russo.
and Jace.
Russo.
Pete. It's Pete Dunne by $500,000.
I want to say it's not, but
Yeah, again, these are statistics from different sources I've tried to culminate, and I've gone for the average. And these were two very concrete numbers. They all kind of said Pete Dunne's worth $2 million. Russo's worth 1.5.
Go Pete.
So that's no points there for our boy Peter. Number 4, Greg, Cody Rhodes or David Tennant?
David Tennant.
David Tennant, Jace.
Cody.
And Garrod.
Tennant.
Tennant. Greg and Garrod get that point.
Fuck it.
Yes, David Tennant on 7 million, whilst Cody's on 4. The Steiners, Jace.
Scott.
Garrod.
No, I was
Scott.
just talking to you.
Yes, you big Papa Pump. Garrod.
Scott.
And Greg. You all said Scott, right?
Mm.
It's Rick. Rick is worth 1 million more.
What? What the hell's
Yeah.
Rick been doing since he left wrestling?
What the fuck has Russo been doing?
Having a terrible podcast.
Streak rematch. Garrod, did you get Taker or Brock?
I said Lesnar.
Greg.
He was paid. I mean, this is UFC as well, right? I mean, he was heavyweight champ there.
And under his current contract at WWE, which is apparently lucrative. Greg.
It's got to be Brock. He's got to be getting like at least $1 million per match by now.
Jace.
I'll put Taker.
Jace. It's Brock Lesnar, which means Greg and Garrod get another point. Yeah, and this one wasn't even close. 17 million for Taker, but 25 for Brock. Yeah.
I completely forgot about the UFC.
Yeah. This one was a great one. Greg, Minoru Suzuki or Catherine Tate?
I mean, I went with Suzuki because, I mean, what's Tate done recently?
True. Jace?
Tate.
Catherine Tate.
Because I
Garrod?
love her.
I went with Suzuki. I don't think it's Suzuki in real life, but I went with Suzuki because I think it's some site that doesn't actually understand how much wrestlers make, especially when there's no way they can find out in Japan and stuff like that.
Well, Suzuki was a hard one to find. I only found 2 sources, and it narrowed it down to $6 million dollary dues.
Sure.
Meanwhile, Catherine Tate's worth 8. So Jace does get the point there.
I feel like he doesn't have that much.
Really?
Yeah, I don't think he has that much.
No. All right. Our good friend is off to bed. Our good friend Chris.
Bye.
Chris.
Thank you for joining us. We appreciate it. Subscribe.
I want to ban him from the chat.
Right. Garrod.
Yep.
Oh wait, I skipped Jace. I'm very sorry.
Wait,
Jace.
wait. Who won that? Was it Suzuki or Tate?
It was Catherine Tate. So, yeah. Number 8, Chris Jericho or Barbara Windsor? Jace. Jericho. Garrod.
Jericho. Fozzy and everything. So.
Yeah. Greg.
Jericho.
You're all correct, so you'll get a point. Yeah, Chris Jericho is worth 18 million. Meanwhile, at the time of death last year, Peggy Mitchell was worth 13 million. Because soap operas can earn you a good amount of money, apparently.
You're welcome. I'm a dad now.
It happens to you
Welcome
so
to the
quickly.
club.
There's violence and Bartian chops.
Last, number 9, Garrod, Xavier Woods or Frankie Boyle? Quick fire.
Sorry, I'm really trying to word this to Miro in a way that he won't hate me. I put Frankie Boyle.
Frankie Boyle. Greg.
I went Xavier.
Xavier and Jace.
Woods.
Jace and Greg get the point. It is our boy Xavier Woods.
YouTube money. You know.
Yeah,
YouTube
3.3
money.
for Frankie Boyle and 5 for Xavier. You
say Woods has more.
Woods has more. 5 mil.
So Xavier Woods has more than more time champion Rusev / Miro.
Yeah.
All right.
Supposedly,
I guess they probably pay higher for the tag champs then.
Yeah, supposedly for internet.
Think of all the merch New Day sell.
True.
Mm.
I mean, I'm sorry, but the Rusev shirt was the highest seller for like 3 months.
Yeah, true.
And New Day have constantly been in like the top
Split
5
between 3
for like
people.
4 years.
Split between 3.
people.
Split between 3 people, but like 3 or 4 years.
Yet again, I got this from a couple of internet sources. I did my best to try and be as flexible as I could be with this. Number 10, Roman Reigns or Tom Holland, Garrod?
I put Tom Holland. If it says Roman Reigns, then somewhat interesting. I think it might probably say Roman Reigns, but I put Tom Holland.
Greg?
Oh, me. I put Holland as well.
Holland and Jace?
Yeah, I put Holland.
You are all correct. Yeah, this was very much.
Glad.
But yeah, Tom Holland's worth 18 mil. Reigns is worth 12.
I'm so glad I didn't do what I was going to do.
Really?
I was going to say, I said Holland, but I'll go Reigns to make it interesting.
Oh, I love it. Right. Irish wrestler versus former Prime Minister. Greg, Becky Lynch or Theresa May?
See, I went Becky.
Becky? Jace?
Yeah.
May? Garrett?
I went Becky because the way that those sites have probably worked it out is just her wage that she got from being Prime Minister and from being an MP. However, she probably is worth a shit ton more, but I went Lynch.
You're right to say Lynch, and Garrett, your logic is kind of spot on. No, despite, I thought I might have tripped you up because she did have a book deal out recently that apparently sold amongst sad men and women. But yeah, Becky Lynch is worth 4 million, whilst Theresa May is apparently worth 2.7, which is still a lot.
Definitely worth more than that. 100%.
Yeah. It's all in estates, isn't it, when it comes to that kind of thing?
Yeah. None of like all of that is like, yeah, she earned this much from being Prime Minister. It's like, and then she also earned 25 million from being a cunt.
Yeah. Speaking of cunts, Vince McMahon or Kanye West? Jace.
I said McMahon.
McMahon.
I was
Garrett.
really struggling with this one.
It is McMahon. He is still technically a billionaire, and Kanye isn't yet. I think
They both are. They both are.
I went Kanye. I think he's got this. I mean, you got to think in terms of global popularity.
I'm pretty sure he's like only just become a billionaire. He's still not as rich as his wife. Well, ex-wife.
The winner is Vincent Kennedy McMahon. So it was Garrod and Jace with the point there. 2.2 billion on the part of Vincent Kennedy McMahon, whilst Kanye West is worth 1.8 billion. It's not actually. I say there's not actually too much in there. If I got the difference between those two net worths, I would be set for my lifetime and probably 2 generations after me.
More than any of that because of the interest.
Yeah, true. 13, Garrod, Bret Hart or Billy Connolly?
I'm going to say Billy Connolly. You don't get a CGI part in The Hobbit for nothing.
Yeah, and it was a saving grace to that film, really. Greg?
Yeah, it unfortunately was.
I put my man Connolly as well.
Jace?
Big Bill. You're
all correct. Points across the board. Yep. Billy Connolly is worth a hefty 20 million, whilst Bret Hart is worth 14.
Smart
Greg,
investment then. He's done well.
yeah. Greg, Gareth Gates, or Tommaso Ciampa?
Wait, is that number 14? I put Tommaso, but I don't think that's right.
Jace,
I also put Ciampa.
Garrett?
I think it's the other way around, where Ciampa is actually worth more, but it says Gates.
It does say Gates. Garrett gets a point. It says Gareth Gates is worth 5 million, and to be fair, that one song he does is listened to a lot. Whereas Tommaso Ciampa is worth the exact same as Becky Lynch, 4 million.
That's
last
not true.
Yeah.
No, he can't be worth the same as Lynch.
Yet again, I got a couple of sources and averaged it out.
Yeah.
This took me a while to do.
Part of the game is definitely like trying to work out what people think it is.
Yeah,
and,
what sites say, yeah. For lastly, number 15, what's worth more? Becky Lynch's net worth of 2.3 or those 4,000 replica Annabelle dolls. Let's start with Jace.
What did you just say? Did you say 2.3?
Alexa Bliss is worth 2.3.
Okay.
So, Jace, do you reckon the Annabelle dolls are more or less? These 1 meter tall monstrosities.
I said Bliss.
Bliss?
Yeah, me too. I went Bliss.
I think these are very expensive dolls. I think these are like a couple grand dolls, aren't they? I went with dolls.
Alexa Bliss gets it. So it's our Geordie boys. 2.2 mil for 4,000 dolls.
It's fucking
I did
pricey
alright on that
fucking
one.
Dolls.
They are very expensive dolls, but they are a meter tall and an exact replica of the Annabelle doll. Which
Can I just say, but this website that's selling these dolls, anyone who buys one needs to go on some kind of watch list.
Yeah, right. How many of those Annabelle dolls are going to end up in a big glass jar with something else in it? That's an internet thing that I don't think any of you three get.
No, not at all.
All right. It's an Annabelle cum jar.
Oh, people are weird, man. Right,
No, people aren't weird. People aren't weird. Like, I don't like kink shaming people. People are just wrong. People are wrong.
I want you to do a TED talk where it just starts with that sentence.
Don't
get me wrong. I don't like.
I want to see.
I don't like kink shaming people.
I want to see the desk that Scott has there, and I just bet there's some jars with some very weird fluid and anime figures in. But what are the scores?
So I want to double check them. So that's what I'm doing now. Greg, do you have 24?
I've got 25.
25. All right. Garrod, I have you down as having 25 as well.
I stopped counting, so I don't know.
25. Jace, I have you down as having 22.
23.
23. Okay.
All the purple boys.
So 25.
I've messaged Miro, and now we wait.
Garrett, can you taste it? Can you taste it, Garrett?
I'll be back in a second.
All right. It is all to play for, and I even have 2 tiebreaker questions just in case.
All right.
I don't know why I have 2. I was like, what if there's another draw?
What if they tie the tie?
But yes. Yeah, that round, because I looked at some sites, because the Miro one as well was the one I questioned the most. Because I was like, he's ex-TNT champion, he currently works for AEW, there's no way he's only worth $1 million. But yeah. That's some said he was worth $500,000. So I was like, what?
No. He was getting that as salary at the end of Dub.
Yeah. Because the man
salary.
There's pictures came out of like his house and car and stuff. And just like it's expensive. Oh boy. Yeah. He's living a good life.
Yeah.
And to be fair, even if the internet says you're worth $1 million, Still
if
living
Miro
a pretty good
replies
life.
and says he's above 2.5, if he says it's above, can I get a point for that?
Yes, but in the same vein, if Greg manages to message who's he up against? If Greg manages to message Craig Charles with the same thing,
I bet
I
Craig
wish I had
Craig
his number.
Charles is probably more likely to reply than Miro.
Can I message Theresa
That is
May?
true. That
Yeah,
is
go on.
You
You
can-
message Theresa May.
you message Theresa May. See, he replies to you first. Winner gets a point.
Come on, Miro.
My
I'm gonna
last.
send him a picture of a cat on a keyboard. I
My
also
last-
sent him a picture of a cat on a keyboard. There you go. If it'll
Aw,
load.
God's favored champion. Our last round is the decider. As we have said, on 25 points are the current champ Greg, challenger Garrod, and on 22 points, only a whisker behind them, former
23
champ.
points.
23 points, my apologies. I didn't look at the tally right. Just a whisker behind them is former champ Jace. It's still very much all to play for as we go to the final round, finisher jargon. So what I've got for you are technical terms for wrestling finishes. For example, this is a wrist lock. That's the technical wrestler term for that. You've just got to tell me what this finisher is. If you don't know the name of the finisher, just tell me the wrestler who it belongs to.
Okay, sure.
2 points.
So it could potentially belong to a few.
Yeah. It's just worth the one. Just worth the 1 point.
So we're just saying who's in the picture, right?
Yes, it's not a picture. It's the technical terms.
Oh,
For
yeah.
example,
All right, I get you.
I'll get up. Question 1. Fireman's carry dropped into knee lift.
Wait, well,
What's
are
that?
we drawing this?
No, we are writing down who either the wrestler that has this or what's the actual name of the
Oh.
finisher.
Okay.
We all ready for question 2?
Yes. How many of these?
10.
All right.
Question 2. Front face lock followed by 3/4 face lock cutter. That is a front face lock followed by 3/4 face lock cutter. All right. Next one. A belly to belly kneeling pile driver. A belly to belly kneeling pile driver. Question 4. A combination flapjack and jumping cutter. Question 5. A sit-out 3/4 face lock jawbreaker. A sit-out 3/4 face lock jawbreaker. Number 6. An inverted double underhook facebuster. Watching you all visualize these things in your mind is brilliant. Just a brief moment where you guys stare into space and I see your eyes just move around like this, trying to follow the move as it goes.
I'm like trying to work it out in my head every time you describe it. I'm like, yeah, it's gonna be that, right?
Number 7. A double underhook facebuster.
What was the previous one?
And
Yours
it
is yours as
was an
well.
inverted double underhook facebuster.
I think we've all had the same thought on this.
Yeah.
This is why I put these two next to each other. They're two very different moves. One's an inverted double underhook facebuster. The other one is just your simple
Are we all
everyday
just gonna put the same one?
Yeah.
double underhook
Okay.
facebuster.
Play it safe at this point, you know what I mean?
Next one.
Well, I need to
Clove.
take risks, so...
Oh, hold on. No, double underhook facebuster.
Oh, shite.
Is that?
I mean, I'm not saying anything till the answers are coming out, dude. Number 8, a cloverleaf leg lace Boston crab. A cloverleaf leg lace Boston crab. Right, next up is the omoplata. Your simple, everyday omoplata.
Oh, that thing. Oh.
Yeah. Not an inverted one.
That thing sounds delicious.
It does, doesn't it? I'll order the omoplata with the side of scampi, please. Right. Last but not least, the ripcord short arm lariat.
Wait, do we get a point
Can I
for
have
just
number
naming
one
the
again?
wrestler or naming the move?
Just 1 point for either of those. I think we'll be able to get it if either or.
Okay.
Could I have number
Can I
one
get-
again, please?
You want number 1 again? The number
Yeah.
1 was the fireman's carry dropped into the knee lift.
Can I get 6, please?
You may. Number 6 was the inverted double underhook facebuster.
Oh, where have I missed one then? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Can I have 5?
5 was the sit out 3/4 facelock jawbreaker.
Oh. Yeah,
Sorry,
alright,
can I
I'm
have
good.
number 9 again, please?
Number 9 is the omoplata with chips.
And gravy.
Yeah, as God intended. Right. Let's go through some answers, shall we? This is for the title. Hey, Greg. What is actually a fireman's carry into a knee lift?
CM Punk GTS?
Yeah, Kenta.
Okay.
Kenta. Jace.
I put a go to sleep.
You're all right and all get a point. Yeah. Kenta / CM Punk's go to sleep. Next one, Jace. What is the front face lock followed by a 3/4 face lock cutter?
I took a stab. I said a diamond cutter.
Diamond cutter. Garrett.
Ask Greg first. I've got it written down, so I'll just show you.
Greg.
I went RKO.
RKO. Garrett.
So it's a front face lock, and he goes like this, and then he spins. and
Spins.
It's Matt Hardy with a twist of fate.
And Garrett has taken the lead. It was
Oh,
Matt
shit.
Hardy's twist of fate. Yes. Yeah. Front face lock. Oh, bang. Twist into it. Into the 3/4 face lock cutter.
This is where the actual wrestling experience helps.
Yeah. This is where setting up the signature moves on WWE 2K comes
For
into play.
fucking how many hours? Like, we probably put at least 300 hours into just the creator stuff, maybe more.
Fully. But oh my god, to get that save file back would be
I've
delicious.
I've got probably one of the years. I might have 2018.
Right, number 3. Garrett, what's a belly to belly kneeling pile driver?
Is this a tombstone?
Greg, is it?
Tombstone.
Jace, are you the third to affirm this?
I put a stone tomb.
Stone tomb.
Ooh, yeah. You
But
guys
no, I
get
put a tombstone.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, points across the board. It was a tombstone pile driver from the Undertaker, from the Taker Under, a stone tomb from the Taker Under.
What's
Number
my wrestling
4.
name?
Number 4, Greg, is a combination flapjack and jumping cutter. What is that?
So this is gonna be the RKO, right?
Is it, Jace?
I put a 3D.
It's a 3D.
3D! It's a 3D!
It's a combination. Someone.
Combination. Yeah.
Yeah, combination flapjack into jumping cutter. 3D. Number 5. Sit out, 3/4, face lock, jawbreaker. Jace.
So for this one, I put an RKO.
RKO. Garrod.
Now, because the Matt Hardy one is the 3/4, it's the front face lock into 3/4, and this is a sit out. That's just a stunner.
Greg.
I put stunner as well.
It's a stunner.
Bollocks.
Garrod and Greg get a point. Yeah, it's a stone cold stunner. Number 6. This starts to get tense. This is where it gets interesting. The inverted double underhook facebuster, Garrod.
So I think we've all put like Christian for this, right?
Yeah, right. Yeah.
Yeah. Or Prince Pretty.
Is that true? Greg?
Yeah, no, I did. I put this.
You did?
Christian
Jace,
Grey,
did you?
Unprettier.
I'm prettier. Points across the board,
So that means that the next one,
which is the double underhook facebuster.
now the pedigree would be into like a kneeling facebuster. I think this is more like what's his name?
Is
End
this
of half- who's Champa? What does Champa
No,
do?
yeah, it's the fairy tale ending.
Fairy tale ending. Yeah, Champa. I put Champa.
What answers have you guys? You put down Champa, right?
Fairy tale ending.
Yes.
Who else put down Champa? Jace, did you put down the pedigree?
No, I put pedigree, yeah.
Jace gets the point. It's a pedigree.
Comes pedigree. That's what my mind went to like.
Uh,
It's like other one had like sit out and kneeling, and I was like pedigree came into my mind.
See-
So I was like, it seems a little bit too convoluted, and he goes to his knees. But I guess it is just a face buster.
It was
Basically
very
the
last
exact
minute.
same move.
It was very last minute I put the unprettier. I was
Yeah.
thinking inverted double underhook face buster. Like originally for that I put a pedigree. Changed it when the next one came on. And then for some reason my mind went, well, Glam Slam's sort of a face buster. So I put Glam Slam and then literally last second I was like, no, it's not.
Right. Still very much all to play for. To get this right, sorry. What are we on in terms of points? Greg?
hang on. Bear with me. I have 29 points.
29. Garrod?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Is that 30 then?
30 for Garrod. And Jace?
28.
Oh,
It's close. Going
Okay.
into number 8. Cloverleaf, leg lace, Boston crab. Garrod, what's this?
Is this a sharpshooter?
Greg?
sharpshooter. Or scorpion
Jace.
deathlock.
Sharpshooter.
Points across the board. 31, 30, and 29. Jace is sadly out of the race. However,
No,
It
I could tie it.
you could tie it. You could
And
tie
then-
it. Yeah, that's true. It could be tied.
I'm not going to, but I could.
An omoplata. Greg, what's this?
I got nothing.
Nothing.
Got nothing.
An omoplata is a submission, isn't it? It's an MMA move. It's an actual MMA move. My brain is struggling to figure out which. I think it's an arm lock of some kind, and I went with Lesnar, and I can't remember if he used an omoplata as a finish.
Jace?
My brain was like, it's kind of like the hammer
See,
lock
my-
one, but I don't
My
think it is.
mind didn't go anywhere near that. But, the move you're thinking of is the Kimura lock.
Yeah, but it's like the actual name for that is like something else. It's probably not the omoplata.
I took a massive stab in the dark and I said a one-winged angel.
There are no points. this round for this
What is
was
that move?
this has a couple of names: the Crippler
Yeah.
Crossface, the Yes Lock, or the Lapel Lock.
Yeah, I knew there was like a trapped arm, and my mind just went like, I don't know. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Which means our last question is the Ripcord Short Arm Lariat. Jace, what is this?
Rainmaker.
Rainmaker. Garrod.
It is in fact the Rainmaker.
It is in fact. Greg.
It is in fact a Rainmaker.
It is in fact the Rainmaker, which means your new Bearhug Club Champion, Garrod Winter.
He's been preparing for a whole year for this.
Yeah.
Yeah, there we go. There we go.
This is the Dwell Championship with our MJF sticker that we got with some MJF coin on it.
Nice.
Yeah.
Garrod, any words as champion?
No, he doesn't.
Discord, the Bearhug Club Discord coming soon.
Honourable words. Greg, if we could have you forward now. Any words upon your defeat?
No, good quiz, good round, and all four of us have now been champion before we hit the 1 year anniversary. I think that's a pretty cool thing.
That's some terrible booking. That's some terrible booking.
That's what, like
50, 50,
25,
Let's just,
50,
give,
50.
let's just give it to all of them. Let's just give it to
Yeah,
all of them.
we've become what we hate.
Still the longest reigning champion, though.
Well, shortest reigning champion. Keep him sweet, keep him keen. You know.
Oh, no, you've
I'm
had
gonna
it
break
long.
one
You-
of those records. I haven't decided which.
But yeah, and that was the Goth Christmas Spectacular. Yeah.
Go on, Scott. Take us home.
Take us home. All right. We have been the Bearhug Club podcast. You can find us on Facebook and YouTube at the Bearhug Club Pod, on Instagram, and Bearhug Club on Twitter.
And you can also find us, although the banner's been deleted, on the Bearhug Club website. I can't remember the full address. I'll put it in the link below.
I accidentally deleted it earlier.
Yeah,
I'm
when teaching me
sorry.
how to use StreamYard.
I was trying to teach you how to use it, and I was like deleting it, and I wasn't deleting in time, and then I actually deleted that one. You can't be mad at me because I'm champ, though.
And nothing says spooky season like a new champ.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Everyone hold it.
Goodbye.
Everyone hold it. Everyone hold it. Hold.